I was struck by this, and I'm going to tell you why. But on your Instagram,
Yeah.
it says, be kind, work hard, have the most fun.
Yep.
That saying, that series of saying means a
Yep.
lot to me for so many reasons, which I'm going to share with you. But
Okay.
before I share with you why that's so meaningful to me,
Yeah.
I wanted you to talk about that motto and why it's so important to your success.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of think that's the fundamentals of it, right? And somewhat in that order. Um, yeah, you talked. I loved how you summarized all of that. I think it took me a really long time to figure out that I loved the challenge and that the challenge was okay. I think I had a really great sports psych early on in my career through Team USA, who gave me a book and he was like, I don't care if you read anything else, just this first page. And it was like, said something to the effect of life is hard. And once you accept that, it's no longer an issue. So I think, it took me a couple of years for that to really catch on, but hopefully I have that a little better now. And I do love the challenge. But to the point of be kind, work hard, have the most fun. I think it's a prioritization order. I think first, be kind. It's not always nice. It's not always going to be me, giving you everything you want, maybe, or whatever nice might look to you. But I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be empathetic in how I show up, hopefully, and have some understanding. And I think, again, these three things are always in your control. Like, these are the three things that the circumstances can suck. You can be treated super unfairly. And at the end of the day, those are the three things I can choose. And those are the things that I hope that I hold true to no matter what. So the be kind, yeah, kind of covered that. I just think that's a general good approach to how you should treat everybody in whatever circumstance you're in. Work hard. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. Like, bust your butt, give what you got, do the extra effort, show up first in, last out, all that. A lot of them are a bit of a cliche at this point, but it's the truth. Like, at the end of the day, you can always control how hard you work, and then have the most fun. Um, I don't know. I just think, why not? You get to choose your reality a little bit, and sure, your plane can be delayed and you can be stuck in an airport and that can suck and you're going to miss whatever, but like, that's where you're at. So why not find the nearest bar with a TV and make some friends and, like, whatever. And maybe I'm not feeling social that day. I'm not saying that has to be the exact choice, but um, yeah, we like in soccer, you get put in vans often. I think this is kind of where that came from, but team vans, and people would, kind of angle to be in a van with their friends or the cool kids or whatever. And like at some point, I just realized, like, I'm not going to stress which van I get in, but whatever van I get in is going to be the most fun van. And I hope that your van's the most fun van for you too. But like, my van's going to be the most fun van for me. So I think that approach, like, yeah, they're the three things you can control. I think it's how you treat people, what you expect of yourself, and kind of what you put back. There's a lot to it in such three little phrases, but it's kind of my fundamentals and my baseline.
So, Kendall, this is why I love this. This is why I love this. Number one is I talk so much about controlling the controllables. And I talk
Yeah.
about how when things get chaotic and things get overwhelming, most people will tend to overcomplicate things, right? And that's when it gets worse. But if you simplify things and you come back to three areas of focus, three fundamentals, right? Um, and that number is really, really important because our brains process things in chunks of 3 to 5, right?
Interesting.
That's why when you say your phone number to somebody, you say the first three numbers, the next three numbers, then the next four, right? It's called chunking. Our brains actually process information in chunks of 3 to 5. Also, why when you pull out your credit card, unless you have an American Express, the numbers are grouped in chunks of 4,
Yeah.
right? So that number three is really, really important because our brain can process that and wrap our mind around it. And we like that number. That's important. Number two is those three you can absolutely control. And I talk about the three controllables are always effort, attitude, and gratitude.
Yeah.
Effort, attitude, and gratitude, right? So this is important to me because I have a 3-year-old son, right? He just turned 3 this past weekend.
Nice.
And when his name is Zane, and when Zane started playing soccer at age 2, we go to little soccer shots. Before we got out of the car, I said, buddy, We have 3 rules for today. And I'm thinking in my mind, how can I conceptualize effort, attitude, and gratitude?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And initially, I was thinking work hard is effort, be
Sure.
kind is attitude. And gratitude is like, it's about fun, it's enjoyment, right? Appreciating your experience. So initially, but I thought to your point, I said, be kind is so important. That's where we should start. So I
Yep.
said, Zane, here's our 3 rules: be kind, work hard, and have fun. And I just came up with them.
I love that.
And I said, that's what we're going to focus on today. Okay, buddy. And so every time now, whether we go to soccer practice, whether we go to lacrosse practice, whether he goes to school, I said, buddy, what are our 3 rules? And he looks at me, he goes, Daddy, be kind, work hard. And then we both look at each other and we go, and have fun. And he says it with such a smile on his face. And so when I saw that written on your Instagram, I can't even tell you how meaningful that was for me, because here I am, an athlete, a mental health professional, doctor, but most importantly, and the thing I'm most proud of, is a dad. And I get to look my little boy in the eye and I tell him, be kind, work hard, and have fun. And he's now repeating that. And I'm seeing an Olympian who I've never met
Yeah.
posting that on her Instagram, on her social media for everybody to see, as
Yeah.
again, the 3 fundamentals. And so to me, whether you are a 3-year-old boy starting out and playing a sport for the very first time, whether you are a not 3-year-old boy, right,
Yeah.
who's competed at the highest stage, or whether you're anybody in between, those 3 concepts are so important for success, um, for mental toughness, for resilience, for confidence. Like, those 3 things are so important. If you fundamentally focus on those 3 things,
Good.
right?
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you're good. And they're always within our control. And they're always within our control. And to me, that idea and that sort of embodying and simplifying and coming back to these core values of things that are so, so important,
Yeah.
yet can be taught to a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old,
Yeah.
right? Who can
Yeah.
wrap their mind around it. Like, what is more beautiful than taking a complicated world, a complicated situation, all these amazing, complicated things that we're trying to accomplish, and simplifying it? And so you did that. You
Yeah.
did that on your page, and I saw that. And I'm literally beaming with just
Yeah.
excitement and joy and true appreciation for you, because I know as a dad, when I look my little boy in the eye and say that, I know it's right, but I also know that other people believe it, right? And so to me, it was just so meaningful, and I had to share it with you. And it was like the coolest, weirdest thing. And I was like, you gotta be kidding
No
me.
chance.
You
Yeah.
gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, I wanted to share that with you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
And I'm
Zane and I
excited
need
because
to, I think.
what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna take a video of my little
Yes.
boy saying
Oh,
those 3 things, and I'll send it to you so you can
please
see the
do.
impact and how special it is and how pure it is and how innocent it really,
Yeah.
really is.
And sometimes we're like 3-year-olds too, right? Like even in a breakdown, like even in your work, like I think that's what it comes back to. Like it's those are 3 things. I didn't know the science behind it. It's great to have something to back it a little, and you put it into terms maybe I haven't processed it in, but yeah, that's really, really cool.
Yeah. Well, and we also know that when we have fun, our brains release certain different chemicals where we're less stressed. We put more effort, more motivation. So, like, we're going to be more successful. I mean, again, it's not just
Yeah.
like a cheesy thing and it's
No.
all about like it's how you play the game. No, if you want to win,
Yeah.
which you wanted to win early on in whatever sport you played, if you want to win, this is the formula, but it also allows you to do it.